Thursday night baseball now from
And
Oriole
now,
Park here in Baltimore. Tonight, the first of this fourth.
Play ball.
Coming to the plate now, Robert Margowski, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Has a look now.
1-1-1.
Hard hit ball to second. Junior has it. Only play will be to first, as we'll see our first run score here, as this is a 1-0 ball game.
Play ball.
Now at the plate, Patrick Jr. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Patrick Jr.
And he fouls this one off. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire, as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early production. Somebody's got to get on base and put the defense on their heels. They've been struggling recently. They're not swinging the bats well. They got shut out yesterday, and this offense needs to adjust itself.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Row, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works it. The only problem, I think, at times, hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on that inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
So coming to the plate, Ray Machado, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Junior gets his lead at first, nobody out. A bouncer to the left side. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And there is some stick to it of this, as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play. Now batting, Ryan Healy, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Healy.
Pickoff move to second, and a dive, but he's back in there. Good lead off his second there. Now the pitch. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Gone! Ryan Healy puts 2 on the board with that homer. 12 home runs for him now thus far, and the Red Sox move in front. It's 2-1.
Wow, that's what a pitcher gets for not putting what he thought was a bad call in the rearview mirror. I think he was still fuming and didn't get the pitch where he wanted it. The result? A reason?
3. 8 out. 3. Out. 3. Out. Out. 8 out. 3.
Digging in to try it again, Patrick Jr. He reached on a single in his first try.
Patrick Jr.
Lays off 1-0. May have gotten a piece of that one, but no matter, it's 1-1.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
The count now at 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2. Ray Machado waits on deck. 3-2 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Margowski waits on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Play ball. Out. Out. 8 out. 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 3. 8 out.
plate, Patrick Jr. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. Five runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Ready with another 2-2. And another foul ball. Full count now. 3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Another full count pitch on its way. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Next up for the Red Sox, Ray Machado.
Now batting, catcher, Ray Machado.
And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And he'll dive back in. And another snap throw to the bag. And the runner back. First pitch on its way. Strike taken. The throw is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. Spin and a throw back to second, and the runner back safely.
Come on,
Now the 1-1 pitch. And the runner's breaking for third. Pitch inside. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead, but he made it work out. That was really impressive.
Junior takes his lead at third with 1 away. Popped up. Alberto over to his right. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Ryan Healy will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game as he was off to a fast start indeed. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Line drive to left. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Boy, he had to be sitting on a fastball, Dero, right there, because he pulls this one and gets the barrel to it to drive that runner in from third.
Yeah, Dan, you can tell he was sitting all over it. You don't get to a fastball like that without knowing it's coming. Nice piece of hitting.
Play ball.
Patrick
Now
Jr.
batter, the second baseman.
First
Patrick
offering on its way.
Jr.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Hit down the third baseline, and he dives, but he can't make the play. It lands foul. Another 0-2 home. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. Oh, and he misses it. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. Now to the plate, Ray Machado.
Ray Machado.
Here now the 2-2. This is on the ground over to first. Ruiz is up with it. Throw will get him for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score from third.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Your attention.
So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, DJ
Leading
Stewart.
off
He
for
was
the
punched out
Orioles,
looking at strike
the right
three
fielder,
last time through.
Number 24.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. For him to be on the attack early in the set-back.
And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Play ball. 4-4. Take your base.
Yeah, and they know this is going to be a tough stretch on the road. To win the first game of a series has got to feel pretty good. Something to build on for tomorrow.
8-3 tonight. The Boston Red Sox took the
Our
lead in the
final
second
line
inning
score
and rode
for
that
the
until the
victorious
very end.
Nationals. 5 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors.
And welcome inside beautiful Oriole Park at Camden Yards here in Baltimore. Today we've got a contest out of the American League East between the Boston Red Sox and the Baltimore Orioles. Orioles baseball comes your way next. Dylan Bundy gets the ball in game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
You know, every pitcher comes out of spring training hoping they can make somewhere between 30 to 35 starts. This guy will be making start number 30 on the year. He's reliable, he's dependable, and he's been pretty good all season long.
Striding in, Patrick Jr. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. First pitch on its way. Bunt attempt misses. The throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second. Landry stands at second with 2 gone. Down and away, ball 1. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today, they do come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've been giving ground in the division of late. They've won just twice in their last 7 games.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight.
Beat it out,
Well, he has some trouble with it, and a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for. Hitting now for Baltimore,
Leading off,
Robert
for the
Margowski.
Orioles,
He went deep in
the
the
left
contest
fielder.
last night.
Robert Mark.
He'll bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today. And let's take a look at Andrelton Simmons. You can argue this is the best defender in all the sport. Range, first step, quickness, whatever you want to throw out there, this is one of the best in the game.
That hit him. First base. Out. Ball four. First base. That's ball four.
Stepping in, Patrick
Now
Jr.
that-
He got on top of
second
one
base.
and was a ground out
Patrick.
victim last time.
Yeah, I
Junior.
understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Zero.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
A ball and a strike now.
At the ball.
Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1. One run, just one hit, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Margowski moves over. One out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Ball four. Take the base. Yeah. Three. Ball four. Take the base. Ladies and gentlemen.
Stepping up to the plate, Patrick Jr.
Now
And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base
Patrick
and two gone here in the
Jr.
fifth. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike one.
You could tell he had made up his mind in the batter's box that he was taking that one with him. Great execution of a changeup. Kind of spoiled his plan right there.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Simmons at second, Benintendi at first, two out in the inning. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
The classic back foot slider right there with two strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Right here on the back, on the
Too
back.
close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Swung on, hit in the air, and deep. Patrick Jr. will stand in as he's accounted for
Now
one of
that-
the biggest at-bats of the game so far.
Patrick
A 3-run shot
Jr.
back in the 5th that's really energized his ball club. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Runs up to bunt here, but he missed it for strike one. We're in the seventh now. 4-1 our score to this point. Trying to bunt here, but this winds up hitting him. And they're going to say that he went after it. A strange strike two. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Here he comes again, 1-2. And he's bunting here with 2 strikes, but he misses, and that's a rather weak out number 2.
Let's play ball. Ball 4. Take the ball. 3.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Patrick Jr. He struck out while trying to lay down a bunt last time.
Yeah, and he just straight up whiffed on that 2-strike bunt attempt. And not to be too critical, but it wasn't the best of looks either.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here. So the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
2-0 count. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on what should have been ball 3. Instead, the count goes to 2-1.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone. So if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
6 runs, 9 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And he misses with that one. Ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only 1 away.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
Digging in once again, Ray Machado. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield. Nunez has to shade his eyes from the sun, but he stays with it for out number 2. Standing in, Ryan Healy. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. The 1-2. Runners off for second. Now a ball hit in the air, and this looks like it'll get him out of it. Margowski is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tighten. Digging in, Patrick Jr. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Patrick.
Here's the first pitch to him. Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike 1. From the stretch. Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike 2. A square to bunt, and it's popped up, and he makes the catch. 2 away now.
Let's play ball. 3. Ball 4. Take the ball. That's ball 4.
Your attention, please.
So digging in now, Cedric Mullins. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th.
1-1-1.
A ground ball. This should do it. He's got to hurry. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Well, that's why you pay the closer big money, so he can come slam the door quickly when he has to. 2 pitches, 1 out, and that game's on ice. Well done.
And this ball game ends at a 9-4 final score.
For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 9 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 6.
Sunday afternoon.
Play ball.
Stepping into the box, Patrick Jr. And the Red Sox with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. First delivery to him on the way. And that misses inside 1-0. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today, fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty, nothing better than winning that last game at home before you go on a long road trip. They have the opportunity to do that today. Let's see if they get it done.
No doubt about it, Dero. They're looking to embark on an 8-game road trip. First things first, win this one here. Worry about getting on that bird for 8 games after this one here today.
The catcher.
Into the box now, Ray Machado. Pair of hits in 5 trips to the plate in yesterday's game. And that's through into right field for a base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game. Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. He was not much of a factor at the plate during yesterday's win as he took an 0-for-4 line. Hard hit ball to second. Scooped up. There's one. On to first. A double play.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Pitches a ball. And he'll be tagged out trying to steal third. In now for the O's, Miguel Reyna. He's 3 for 7 in the series coming in.
Miguel Reyna.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Back up the middle. He's got it. 1 there. Relay on to Healy for the double play, and that retires the side. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. Second inning upcoming from Baltimore. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Orioles nothing. Digging in for his second at-bat, Patrick Jr. He'll swing it from the left side right here. First pitch on its way. And this is low, ball 1.
This is the tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right.
Hey, yo, DJ, put a nigga back to the record, baby, and give me this right now.
He'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. popped him up. VR has a play. And that ends the inning. Now at the plate, Cedric Mullins. He popped out in his first trip.
3.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
1-1-1.
Hit out towards second. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit.
You take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far.
Ball 4, take the ball. He's out. 3.
Standing in, Patrick Jr. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
Junior.
And it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
Listen, I'm not trying to make up an excuse, but this is this guy's 5th inning of work in this game out of the bullpen. Are you kidding me? Nobody goes 5 innings anymore.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a drive. How to get that one? You'll need a 50-foot ladder to make it count. A no-doubt home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game. As they pile on, it's now 6-0. Not exactly ideal baseball conditions with the rain coming down, but first pitch is just around the corner. Tonight, it's an AL Eastern.
Play ball. He's out.
So here is Avisail Garcia. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on.
Avisail Garcia.
Porcello has his target. 1-1 on its way.
1-1.
On the ground out to second. On to Healy at first, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Rays. Tampa Bay nothing.
Batting fourth, the second baseman, Patrick.
First things first, here's the throw over. And he just manages to get his hand in. Another look to first. And a dive, but he's back in. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he pulled the string a bit too sharply there on a curveball as it's down around the shoe tops. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out. The 1-0. Reined in. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3.
Got to execute a good pitch right here. Runner at first is probably going to be on the move, and you got one of the better hitters on their team up at the plate.
Here comes the payoff pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Up next for the Rays, Ji-Man Choi. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Ji-Man Choi.
Smoke toward the hole. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Man, I thought this at bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count 2-2, and he's able to find the knockout.
Stepping up now, Patrick Jr. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he'll dive back in safely. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike 1. Comes set, and the 0-1 is taken for ball 1.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
Outside, 2-1.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
Now the 2-1 is taken for strike 2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
The 2-2. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And just what they wanted offensively as the runner moves into scoring position.
Play ball.
Here now is Mike Zunino. In his career against Porcello, he's 1 for 2.
Zunino.
Here's a pop-up now. Junior is there for it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Play ball.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Christian Arroyo. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Arroyo.
Second. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Play ball.
Into the box now, Michael Taylor. It was a walk in his last trip.
Center fielder, Michael A. Taylor.
Hard hit ball to second. Junior over. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Home half. Settling in now, Patrick Jr. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot. has to put the ball in play.
Up the middle and off his leg. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tough, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Runner back safely. And they've got the runner hung up between first and second. And try as he might, but he can't escape the tag there. And the So a runner at first now with nobody out. And that means batting next will be the center fielder, Michael A. Taylor. On the ground is short. Could this be 2? On the first, but no, not in time as he really took a tumble at second base, letting go of that ball.
And kids, this is...
Striding in for Boston, Patrick Jr. as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, man, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Taylor has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They trail 3-2.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure's off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
On 7 hits.
Wednesday night baseball. Eduardo Rodriguez. At the plate, Patrick Jr. And here's an at-bat you don't want to miss. The pop is something to see, so will have to be dealt with carefully here. First pitch on its way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, they come into game 2 of this series riding high. A huge 1-run victory yesterday. Able to do the little things to put them over the top. Hopefully that leads to some momentum in game 2.
Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. Perez gathers. The throw to first is in time, 1 down.
Play ball.
Digging in now, Patrick Jr. And he's about as dangerous as they come. Without a doubt, he's one of the true icons in the sport today. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike. straightaway right. Garcia on the run. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And that'll bring home run number 3. It's now a 3-0 cushion.
Great job there by this power hitter.
Ball 4, take the base. Keep base. There you go. Out. Out. Ball 4, take the base. That's ball 4. 3. 3. 3.
Ready for another chance.
Now
Patrick
back,
Jr.
second baseman.
He hit a sac fly earlier. He's ready.
Jr.
Here's the first offering. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take. Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
3-0 to him now. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
Ready to take his hacks again.
Now
Chad
back,
Pearsall,
first baseman.
as he'll look to follow up
Chad
the 2-run homer he
Pearsall.
launched over the wall last time up. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. And another snap throw to the bag. And they got him.
Play ball. Ball 4, take the base. There you go. 3. 3. Out. Out. Good. There you go. 3. Ball 4, take the base.
Now at the plate, Patrick Jr. He'll swing
The
it from
second
the
baseman.
left side right here.
Patrick.
One of the things this guy would
Jr.
like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. Runner's back.
That's a
A
ball.
little bit low that time, maybe outside as well. Benintendi aboard here at first with nobody out. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Garcia. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Let's play ball. 3. Out. That's ball 4. Out. Keep base. Good. Out. Out. 3. He's out. 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 Out.
So stepping in,
Now back.
Patrick Jr.
The second
They'll be
baseman.
looking for something he could
Patrick
drive into the gap and drive
Jr.
home that tying run from first. From the stretch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet, and I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
3-1.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
Yeah. Pearsall.
0-1 count and the pitch.
All right, you got it. Good job. Good job.
And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Runner breaks for third, and this is in the air to right, and this should do it. And he'll make the catch to end it, and the Rays have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road, as this one is over. A tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight.
For our ball game tonight, for the victorious Rays, 7 runs on 12 hits.
From the oldest.
Play ball. 3. Hey now. Yeah.
Batting fourth, the second baseman, Patrick.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, both the first 2 games of this series have been nail biters, but they've been able to find a way to win. And if you're going to the postseason, you need to be good in one-run games.
No doubt about it, D-Row. They always say, hey, it's easy to win those blowout games that get out of hand, but there have been 2 nail-biters so far in this one. They've won both, and they'd like nothing more to continue their winning ways and win this one here today. Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup, so if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
A runner on first with 2 away. And he'll snap one over to first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Working for the punch out and the offering. Bit of a surprise here as he's going to try to lay one down. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Start of the second here in Boston. Let's check in with Heidi for a bit more on the weather.
Well, Matt, there is precipitation in the forecast, but talking with some of the grounds crew here before the game, they said they don't think it will have a significant impact as we move forward. We can't expect a light sprinkle, but there shouldn't be any stoppages in play.
Let's play ball. 3. Out. Yeah. Ball 4. Take the base. He's safe. 3. Out.
So striding forward now, Patrick Jr. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance.
Yeah, that was amazing. Kind of completely caught us off guard up here in the booth. Don't expect the same thing. We paid it.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Joey Wendell, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here it comes, 0-2. High pop-up. Junior over to his left. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So it's... So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Patrick Jr. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
That evens it up 1-1. Back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Simmons is on his way home, and he's safe at the plate, and they lead now by 4. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Ryan Healy.
And there he goes towards second. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed. And with that, the side is retired. Now in the box, Patrick Jr. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Kiermaier has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Let's play ball. He's out. 3.
'Days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey.